Chris and Joe are the final two nominees for the week. Watch as they plead their case to stay in the game now on Big Brother Cheesecake 2. Hello, I'm Andrew Shevsik. Welcome to Big Brother Cheesecake 2. It's day 15 inside the Big Brother Cheesecake house, and this week, Dylan is the head of household. He nominated Jimbo and Joe Blow for eviction, but Chris decided to use his poo brown power veto to save Jimbo from the block, replacing him with himself, since that's a curse. And now Chris and Joe are the final two nominees, one of whom will be evicted tomorrow. Chris is from Slytherin. They have 3 house guests remaining, so if Chris is evicted, they'll go down to 2. Joe is from Gryffindor. They have all 4 house guests remaining. So Joe's plea was pretty interesting. He said, so Jim is safe and it's down to Chris and me, and Stoner is told to stay out of discussions. Really? I guess we're back in the USSR, and you don't know how lucky you are. This game is rigged. I encourage everyone to vote for Chris. And then you guys started talking about The Young and the Restless. And don't get me wrong, I have a lot of weird things that I like. I love Big Brother. I love beauty pageants. I love cruising. You don't want to know what I like when it comes to porn. But when it comes to soap operas, that's one thing that doesn't tickle my fancy. So you guys went on about that for a long-ass time. And then Joanne finally broke it up with pictures of food, which makes sense. And then Rob posted one of my favorite. Well, I love this. It's Homer. Remember the episode where he got me Venus de Milo? Sweet, sweet Ken. And like the clock is moving in the background. But the GIF is wrong because the clock should be moving in the background. So whoever made that GIF, it's inaccurate. But I think the funnier part in that episode wasn't even the whole sexual assault thing, which is kind of ironic because, well, The Simpsons foreshadows everything. What my favorite part about that whole episode is, who stole the super, super, super sour gummy ball? I don't know. Oh, love it. And then, speaking of which, this Thursday on the actual Big Brother 20 on the American television show, it's going to be very interesting. It's a double eviction and I should be excited, but I'm so much more interested in seeing whether Julie Chen is there or not. Because she wasn't there on the talk today, and her husband Les Moonves is a demented sex pervert like Patrick Brown. Formerly alleged demented sex pervert. Future Mayor Brampton. So yeah, I'm very curious to see if Julie Chen is there or not. If she's not there, I bet you they're going to put in Zingbot, which is just going to be such a load of crap. But I have a feeling they'll do that because I don't think they're going to get somebody else. Thank God Jeff Schroeder left CBS as well because I can't stand him. Okay, back. Then they talk more about food. Rob loves his meat. He's a meatitarian. Dan is a vegan. So on and so on. And then Chris did chime in because he was in Montreal. So Chris's plea to the house guests is he posted this video called Grab His Dick and Twist It. And when I saw the headline, I thought, oh no. I don't know if I want to see this because, oh no. And it was actually pretty funny. It was some guy at some wrestling event who was just like, who got up and was like, grab his dick and twist it. The old dick twist. It was pretty funny. And Chris then said, keep me around and there's more funny videos to come. So, house guests, voting is now open. If you haven't voted yet, you have until 11 p.m. tonight to cast your vote to evict either Chris or Joe from the Big Brother Cheesecake 2 house. A reminder, you must cast your vote in the phrase, I vote to evict, name, or your vote is reversed. Very important, especially since this week it looks like it's going to be yet another close vote. I really like how Charlene was evicted 7-5 in a close vote, and now we have a potential close vote coming. It makes it more interesting. When it's all unanimous votes, that's so boring. Like Paul. Oh, Paul was on Sunday's episode of Big Brother. I wanted to vomit and kill myself. I can't stand him. I couldn't stand him. But Victor is hot, with or without the hair. I have to admit. As much as I'm not a fan of Victor, he is hot. And when Nicole walked in the house, I think she was looking for Corey so she could jack off to his dick. Anyway, let's get to the rules for the upcoming Head of Household competition. It is called the Big Brother Cheesecake Survey, and here's how it works. Before the season started, you filled out a survey on cheesecakes. There were 20 cheesecakes and you ranked them from 1 to 20, 1 being your favorite, 20 being your least favorite. This is the first of 3 Head of Household competitions that will deal with the results of the cheesecake survey. I'm creating 8 questions that are true or false on the results of the cheesecake survey. You must, by 11 p.m. tonight, submit your responses as to whether you think they are true or false. Get a question right, you stay in the game. Get a question wrong, and you are eliminated. The last player left standing will be the new Head of Household, and in the event that after 8 questions there are still 2 or more players left standing, we will go to a tiebreaker question. Rob, you won an advantage in the Yankee Swap Power Veto competition. Your advantage is you have a bonus life, which means if you make a mistake, you get a second chance. So you have 2 lives basically. Bonus life will always remind me of course, of Sam. I'm a robot, but at least I got a bonus life. And then Caitlin couldn't figure out that 6-piece puzzle. Like, it just... When she starts crying, like a minute and a half into it, she's something else. She totally screwed over... Sorry to get off track. She totally screwed over the Faute side of that house. Because first she votes to evict Sam, so she sides with the other house. Or she votes to evict Steve, sorry. Then as her HOH, she decides to backdoor Swaggy on her own HOH. I mean, I didn't like Swaggy C either, but that was a horrible move on her part. Okay, so reminder, 11 p.m. tonight, you must cast your vote to evict either Chris or Joe. Rob, you can't vote. Dylan can't vote because he's Head of Household, and Joe and Chris cannot vote because they're nominees. And then you have until 11 p.m. tonight to answer the 8 questions in the Big Brother Cheesecake survey. That's it. Okay, with that said, who will be evicted from the Big Brother Cheesecake 2 house? Chris or Joe? Find out tomorrow, and we will crown a new Head of Household who will succeed Dylan and reign supreme for a week as the 3rd Head of Household of the season. Will the Ravenclaws retain power for the 3rd week in a row, or will the power shift to Gryffindor, Hufflepuff, or Slytherin? I'm so excited to find out what happens tomorrow. I'm Andrew Chefsick. Take care, and we leave you as we gaze drop on the house guests. Good night.